All right, ladies and gents, are we testing? Are we working? I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Test, 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 test. Yeah, we're good. Shit, see, a pro streamer would do all that before they started. I'm still chewing my bagel. Give me a sec here. Throw some stuff in the chat for me. You're not wrong. I was eating. I was going to the bathroom. No, I like to turn it on because some people have alerts or whatever, and they sometimes get angry when they're not here at the beginning. Whatever. We're good. We're here. We out here. As I'm chewing. Man, markets are cooked, chat. They are cooked. We got to get all the sesame seeds out of my teeth in post or something. All right. Let's do it. Let's do the thing. Let's do the dang thing. What's up, everybody? S&P's below the 200-day moving average. Not good. 10-year approaching 4.5. Not good. Oil back above 95. Not good. We're sending warships to the Middle East. Not great. I thought we already won. What's going on? Trump said we won like 3 days ago. Now we're sending 3 more ships. Not good, folks. Not good. I'm not even a macro doomer, if you know anything about me. The big thing is the technicals. The technicals on the SPY, on the cloud, have been bearish for a little while now. And, because it was slow moving, it's actually ideal for the cloud because it got you out like March 4th if you're still trading the SPY. And just as a risk signal, it's not like I'm loading up on risk personally. I'm still 50-50 on my own little piddly portfolio. Mission accomplished. That's right. Oh, by the way, the Pentagon also asked for $200 billion. So, yeah, I don't think you need $200 billion of stuff if the war's over, but that's just me. I agree, Mickey. All things considering, this is not bad. It's like a controlled demolition, It's like a controlled burn. This is pretty tame and orderly so far, which kind of tells me it's nowhere near over, whatever that may be. But below the cloud, below the 200-day, you can't expect anything to do well in this environment. Like, that should be the baseline expectation. Risk shouldn't do well here. And if something's doing well here, then focus all your energy and attention there. But do not expect anything bullish out of the SPY, out of the Qs. We could go on and on and on. Qs below cloud, below 200-day. IWM, I'm sure. Okay, IWM almost below the 200-day. SMH is still quite up there, but again, this is telling you get out. Google has I'm just going through the Mag 7 here. Google still has that head and shoulders it's working on, going from neutral to bearish, and that was the leader of the Mag 7. If we go to NVIDIA still, it's like the the compartments on the Titanic that are filling up slowly, and then it's just gonna nose down. That's what it looks like. It does not look like this wants to break up. This is also below the 200-day, below the cloud. So just more of the same across the board on risk stuff. For the SPY, where could the bottom be is always the question. I guess 600. The 2-day cloud is pretty scary. The weekly is pretty scary. The weekly would be 589. I don't know. Just not bullish. Not bullish at all. Sleeping like a baby atop a pile of cash. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that right now. The technicals just aren't there. Macro's a mess. Fundamentals are a mess. Debt is a mess. Global yields are rising. Bank of Australia already hiked. Not that that means anything for us, but it's the pendulum is flipping back, right? The pendulum has gone from rate cutting to rate hiking because of this oil stuff, because of inflation. Whether or not that's a good idea, whatever, that's what they're going to do. And I think the ECB is also leaning to hike. Our rate Fed fund futures are also leaning slowly to hike. So that all this stuff is just bad. Just bad. Bad for risk. I saw Black Sky was actually up today. It was one of the few. Anyway, we'll go through everything, but you just can't expect BTC to do anything in this environment, in my opinion, because of everything else going on. Now, it's a possibility that we magically accelerate to 80, but that's just not the expectation. It can't be. It cannot be the expectation based on how this behaves and based on where the market is right now. A lot of bearishness. A lot of bearishness. And this continues to just be nothing, you know? If you want, you can draw it as a, let's go to a different exchange. If we could draw it as a rising wedge, like, fine. I don't know. Like, go for it. Similar to whatever this was up here, right? Fine. You know, again, this is the the baseline expectation for this is not bullish reversal or savior. It is more down, more doom. And if we want to measure this from nose to tail, this, to be clear, is not my expectation. My expectation is not that we go to 40, but if we start to break down and lose this huge VPVR level, that's not going to be pretty. And VPVR agrees with the fibs, right? Like, you know, it just kind of is what it is. I don't want to see us go down there. That would break all sorts of assumptions about many things, violate all sorts of stuff, but the fibs of this move agrees with the last time we consolidated over here. So, you know, like, does the downside risk seem to be greater than the upside risk right now? I think so. I think so. This is not an expectation. I will not be shorting this. I will not be trading this. I will be in cash and doing something else. However, you could do any number of things, right? You could hedge your position with options. You could go to cash. All, like, you know, it depends on what you're doing and why. Not good. Not good. Could that change next week? Sure, it could. But man, we're not looking good today. We didn't look good last week, and we didn't look good the week before that. So check back next week. That's pretty much my stance on everything. It's likely to go to 40, says Alice. Well, you know, again, dollar cost average folks continue to win. The big thing I would love to see on a high time frame would be a lower low. That would be below 62 and a higher RSI. That would take probably a couple weeks to confirm. Just because you're never sure, like, is the bottom, or is this, you know, is this going to be a 3-drive situation? But weekly also, right? Weekly cloud. I'm telling you all you need to know. Don't expect bullishness. That's it. Period. End of story. Still looks like junk. Like absolute junk. And if we go down the alt list, that is almost every alt. Almost every alt. ETH, junk. Sol, junk. Ripple, also way below. HBAR, Curve, right? You know, none of these are like amazing right now. Maybe, what does Hype look like? It doesn't even have a weekly cloud. Does Tau have a weekly cloud? That would be the only other one. I have Tau on here somewhere, I'm sure I do. Whatever. Let's just pull it up. No, it doesn't have a weekly cloud either. It's just tough, right? Do you trade the 3 charts that are actually moving bullishly? You know, we could go to Legacy too, because we could look at Dell. Dell looks phenomenal. Phenomenal on high time frames, right? This is like AI build out stuff. Do you trade this? Do you focus your attention here? Do you focus your attention on Hype, Tau? Someone mentioned Sky. Fine, right? Whatever. Like, this isn't going to blow my hair back with bullishness. If anything, it's a head and shoulders there. But you focus on that stuff, or you just opt out. It just seems like it's going to be easier to opt out here. than to like try, right? I still like hype, by the way. I think that chart looks fine. No issues here whatsoever. I did close nukes today because it's below the daily cloud, unfortunately. Again, it looked great and just didn't do anything. So this is very likely to close below the cloud today. I added to Dell, which we just went over. Black Sky I added today. What else did I do today? I think that's it, right? And like, why? It's the same exact rationale. They're both at the neckline or have formed a multi-month pattern. This one happens to be like some sort of satellite defense spy shit, right? Whatever. Doesn't matter. VSAT also. The satellite theme has been strong. Sirius XM is another one. High time frame. Just kind of looks like it's bottoming to me. So why not? Let's throw a couple bucks at it. Yeah, Dell has a really nice inverted head and shoulders. And then it's funny, SMCI, I'd been talking about that one for, I think, a few weeks now, that I was waiting on this diagonal to break, and it broke, baby. It broke way to the downside. Lots of fraud and crime going on there. So glad I stayed out of that, because that's a negative 30% day. Yikes. And then if we go to MSTR, still early, which is fine, right? I'd love to see this just grind out. Just grind people out to whatever level. I don't even care, right? It doesn't even matter. Talk to me in April. Bitfarms, Mara, these are all also, they look, if we're not going to zero, then they look ready for a move in April. To me, Bitfarms, Mara, MSTR. But other than that, man, I don't know. TLT, that's a new multi-month low for TLT. Not a good sign. A little head and shoulders action down here too. All right, that's enough yapping. What else? What else do people want me to look at? Because I need some bullish thoughts. We need some bullish eye bleach to wash over whatever's going on here. All the other charts are the same, effectively. ETH, Sol. What else do people care about? Link, I don't know. They're all look the same to me. Tau and Hype would be the only two that look slightly different. Hype more bullish than Tau. But all the meme coins, no. They're all the same. All the same. All the DATs are effectively the same. BMNR, I got nothing for you. SBET. Circle, I guess Circle's probably worth just like keeping on the list and watching. It's obviously up 2x since February already, but if this can chill out and just stay above the cloud and do something, then I think there's a trade here. I don't know if I love it right now, but you could have traded it through the cloud, out of the cloud, whatever. Paul on Twitter with the you. Yeah, we'll take a look. All the nuclear stuff, unfortunately, to me looks less good. Hood ready for new lows. VGMI also looking not fantastic. All the Mag 7, Apple, is that? Hold on. What chart was that? Oh, Microsoft, yeah. Microsoft looks not happy. Meta, after laying off 20% of their staff. There's just nothing here. There's just absolutely nothing here. Rivian, Lucid. Lucid probably also something to just keep an eye on into Q2. Just because it is, can we do it on an ellipsis? Can we do this? You could do this exactly on a level, but no, we can't set alerts on an ellipsis. Anyway, I just like this because it's literally been down only since inception, hasn't it? Pretty much. bear channel, more down. I don't know, just something to keep an eye on. What's up, Golsh? Still in D-Nut? Oh, man. IGV, like, where do you go? Where do you go if you're not trading oil or inverse KWeb? Ugh. If you're not trading inverse stuff, what do you do here? Cash looks good. Has looked good for a while. STRC, baby. All right. Yeah, with Dell, I was saying this is not going to be a fast mover, most likely. But love the chart. Love how this looks in the current market. I added to this today. I like it a lot. Looks really good. Cloud likes it on the weekly. Pattern is there on the weekly. What else can the Head and Shoulders police come at me for? I don't know. It looks great. It looks phenomenal. Looks phenomenal. How does XLU look today? XLU down. You know, you would have hoped, really would have hoped it would have held like 46. I don't know. I think it's still fine. I'm not really worried about that one. UUU. Yeah, see this also below the cloud, like nukes. Just, you know, it just is what it is, right? Like, I mean, setup was there. Rolled over. Not a long, not an entry. Viper Energy, here we go. All right, the first entry on chart of the stream. I don't know if it's an entry here, but it looks great. What type of energy? You know, it's like that meme. What kind of American are you? What kind of energy company are you? I'm just curious. Is it just oil? Like, because then that would make sense. Minerals? What? Diamondback? What does Viper Energy do? Mineral and royalty interest in oil and natural gas. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I mean, look at CVX too. CVX, just talk about, you know, stress-free, easy money. I mean, the thing has gone just straight up since the breakout. Looks great. QNT. Now this is crypto, right? It's an altcoin. I'm not going to judge you verbally, but I will judge you mentally. Oh, brother, come on. My issue with these charts is like the range, right? It just hasn't done anything for years and years and years. It reminds me of BAT. Does anyone remember BAT? I still use the browser, but you know, you just get stuck in this range. It's hard for the market to pull out of it. Look at XYZ, right? Same thing. I understand what you're saying on the daily because it is trying to get out of the daily. There's a diag there you could draw. I guess. Quant network broke out of the cloud. What's up, Stu Mars? Guten Nacht? What time is it in Germany right now? I don't even know. Guten Morgen? Thanks, Sargon. Yeah, no. I can see what you see. The problem is just the historical is rough, right? But I get it. So there's a huge Adam and Eve there. I don't know, it's not enough to pull me into anything. Yeah, NBIS. So they had this inverted head and shoulders too. And they issued some convertible debt or something right after the Microsoft or Meta announcement. I think I'm getting that correctly. So you have this like complex inverted head and shoulders, double-headed, whatever. Breakout, cloud likes it, and you get some fundamental stuff. Bull then bear. Honestly, I still think it looks okay. I don't hate this for an entry here, like today. It really doesn't look that bad. This is a weekly. Like, because the stop loss could just be 105. Close below 105 and you're out. ideally this consolidates and, does something like this. I like that it consolidated for months and is out of that and is trying to hold that. So I don't hate it, honestly. And I have been looking at this every other day to just keep an eye on it. Does look okay. Speaking of AI, Doc N, man, whoever told me about this one gets a gold star. What a chart, right? What a chart. Just a multi-month grind them out, and then all of a sudden, boom, looks really good. Obviously, it's it's not an entry here, but as somebody who's holding it and is up 50-60%, thank you. Back. Is this, what is it? What country is this? I don't even know. Ugly day today, but it's trying to do something. Is this, oh, I gotta look it up. See, you get my curiosity juices flowing. BRASKEM. Brazil. Brazil chemical industry. Huh. Okay. How's Dow look? Yeah, it still looks good. What up, Brickfish? Craw. Yeah, Rivian. Man, what a dumpster fire, huh? How many diagonal lines can I draw on a chart that are all meaningless? I'm glad I got out of this. I will defend staying in this for as long as I have or had, and defend the exit, because it's just, it's back to that conversation about what is the historical footprint of the chart, or the fingerprint, right? If this does not have a history of trending, it's hard to start that and hold that. Not that I wasn't optimistic here, because I certainly was, but it continues to just trade like junk. I don't care about any news at all, good or bad. It just doesn't matter. This thing has traded like junk, period. When you consolidate for 2 years and then pull it all back, not anything I want to think about. Contrast that with FIGS, right? FIGS is still going. I closed FIGS at like 11. it's still going. It is still going, right? This is what you wanted Rivian to be, and it is what it is. But that's the difference between the two charts, for sure. Chemical's so hot right now. BCH BTC. Oh boy. No. No. I mean, I understand why you're calling it out, but no. There was another one, D-Nut, yeah. No. D-Nut, Stitch Fix, all these patterns just, unfortunately, like, man, that chart still looks so good in retrospect, right? It just didn't break up. It could not break up for whatever reason. Zoom, same deal. Just in the graveyard, unfortunately. What about Peloton? Peloton also on that list, just ugly. PayPal, ugly. Yeah, we did talk about Black Sky. I added to it today. I think it looks great. Looks excellent. Huge inverted head and shoulders on that. CC. Chemours? Yeah. Looks good on high time frames. There's got to be a chemical ETF, isn't there? I feel like we've looked at it. Somebody will find it for me. There's got to be one somewhere. This is just chemical? No, this is a different exchange, but no, that's not what we want. PANW. Yeah, it basically looks like the SPY, IGV. Like there's just nothing out there, ladies and gentlemen. other than energy. What about XLE? XLE is basically just CVX, XOM. You're either buying oil energy companies super late, or you're just sitting in cash. Gold, by the way, still rolling over, down today. Down today. Despite all the fundamental folks, you know, and I'm sure they're going to be right eventually, but in the near term, this looks horrific. Like it's going back to 4,000 horrific. Not great. Should we invert the charts? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, just buy puts instead of calls or something. The crumbling. Neo? How's like Coca-Cola doing? Not Cobalt. KO? KO. No, even that pulled back. Did hit the fib level though. I don't even know. Because this is consumer staples. Give it all back. It's down 10%. Excuse me. It's down 10% in a month. Like, where do you go right now? XLV, same thing. Healthcare. Healthcare down 10%. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Atia, just endless money. We're just throwing endless money at nothing. Just the dumbest thing ever. VVV. Valvoline. I mean, not bullish. You probably knew I was going to say that. I don't see anything here. What about waste management? There's just so much chop. So much chop. I was on the wrong timeline. He's a neo investor, Chad. He's not a neo day trader. He's a neo investor. Okay, there we go. That is better. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll throw a little alert on this puppy. You do have a case for a kind of a inverted head and shoulders. Man, people were getting angry at me this week because I said, I think it was Microsoft was an inverted head and shoulders, and they're like, not everything is an inverted head and shoulder. I don't know. Whatever. That's what, if it looked like this into like July, maybe. TAN, solar ETF. There's no great entries on anything. Oh. I did this last week, didn't I? I looked up the VVV and it was Valvoline. I don't know, man. Like, I got nothing here. Double top, right? Like, what do you want me to say? I got nothing for you. Bullish. It's funny how people stopped asking about Zcash. Might be worth sending an alert at like 295 on Zcash. That's coming from me. This also, again, you know, what is Josh gonna see? Josh is gonna see that, right? He's gonna wait for something like that. Alert at 295. I like it. I like it. Yeah, Alice, I like, what's a good, so like Dell and Black Sky are perfect examples of just breakout type stuff. You know, I like to nibble. If we are 3 years into a pattern, I like to start to nibble. And if we are at the breakout level, I add. And as we break up, I add more. XLU is another example where I think I've been long. I forget where, maybe 43. I'd have to check the sheet, but I like adding to highs. I don't really like buying lows unless there's a reason to. So, you know, I don't see anything there. Black Sky, same thing as Dell, same rationale. If we want to draw a neckline here or something, right? Looks great. Figs Rivian, similar examples of entries that I liked. multi-year drawdown starting to break up. Zoom was another one that didn't work out. SiriusXM is another one. Kind of looks like TLT, where it's just down forever and starting to roll ish. TLT not so much anymore, but so that's the kind of stuff I like. Yeah, Sam, I think Tau is fine at this point because the cloud sort of caught this late. People had called this out for, you know, at least a week ago, if not more, talking about the double bottom. So you could have traded that. You could have traded the entry on the cloud. At this point, I was saying I would rather just wait. Again, what does Josh want to see? Just an inverted head and shoulders would be huge, right? Like, give me the Dell and Black Sky version of this chart in May, because then the cloud's going to be flipped. You're going to get something like this. So you could either wait for the breakout, wait for the reaccumulation. You could bid like 250 to 270. But again, it's like less about price per se, more about structure and how it looks into April, May. Because again, the backdrop right now is headwinds just blowing your face off with macro stuff. That's a problem. What's up, Nalanda? Oh, now he's coming in with some chemical charts. There we go. Waiting for 300 on Zcash. You do not. Coke. Sorry, I'm just reading chat. Coke. Coke is better than KO? You're not wrong. Also not anything I'd trade here. SMST 2x short MSTR. This is doing good for you right now? Is that what you said? What? On what planet? What planet? I don't know. Thanks, James. James says he's a big fan. Want another copper, uranium, tau? Yeah, tau we just talked about. Copper, I never know a good copper chart. What is a good copper ticker? Like copper futures? I don't even know. I can never find one. I guess just this? To me, all of the metal complex, all just looks tired. Even platinum, palladium, like it all looks the same. Gold, silver, platinum, even rare earth probably looks REMX. Yeah, everything's just rolling over. I don't see entries here. All I see is exits. Plane has landed. You're the last one on the plane at this point. And you asked for uranium, yeah. This is miners, but nukes was my baby that is rolling over. So that's just where we're at, right? URA, same deal, rolling over. Just not the time, unfortunately. In the near term on the technicals. SCCO. Also rolling over. Yeah. Nothing, right? I mean, what haven't we looked at? I guess like biotech. mRNA is another one that is doing well for me. 3-day cloud, not exactly an entry, but it's holding its own. Pfizer would be the catch-up trade to watch for with an alert. I don't know if it's necessarily an ad or an entry right now, but what else is there? I don't even know. HG1 exclamation point. Thank you. At the money calls, and oil is not anything I would ever want to trade. Ever. Like literally, I've watched it since I started trading, and I've never ever felt the need to want to trade it. I don't even know what ticker. There's just too much going on. It's just too complex for me, for my simple peanut brain. 98 now. Not good. Not good. We'll see what the COT data looks like today for everything, but real bad. HG1. Yeah. What else we got? I don't know. VG. Yeah, we looked at it at some point. Looks late, but it looks fine, right? That's the other problem. Like, go to like SanDisk, right? SDNK. Am I touching this up here? No. There's just no way. There's 0% chance I'm touching this for any amount of money. Micron, same deal. No. Definitely not. Yeah, the whole Strait of Hormuz thing has been a problem. Bombing oil fields is a problem. Bombing natural gas fields is a problem. Stuff, again, like commodities had already been running. Oil had run last. This was a catalyst for oil to run. Equities had done really well for a year. Max 7 had done really well. Part of this is just cyclical too. It's like, yes, the world is literally burning, but also the pendulum is swinging the other direction. That's just like part of the game, you know? Yeah, the inverse, anything inverse at this point. I'm sure there's a ton of inverse. Yeah, like look at this chart, right? it's just inverted S&P, but that's something to do, right? I don't know. AMPL. You mean crypto? No, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, so like any of the tech stuff is just wrecked. We already looked at all that. Dividend stuff. Bonds all don't look tradable here still, unfortunately. We looked at that. We looked at that. We looked at uranium. Financials junk. Just incredibly bad across the board. But hey, that's part of the game, right? As long as you're not throwing money at nonsense here and you're just waiting, like you'll be fine. Just got to live through it. Yeah, IGV we looked at. You know, most charts here are either freshly rolling over or have rolled over so much and now are just chopping around. That's like basically every chart. There's really nothing else. And certainly not crypto. Yeah, anything energy has continued to do really well. Dollar's another problem. You know, if the dollar starts to take off, if the 10-year, this is, I woke up to this today. I woke up to an alert on the 10-year. Never good. So the 10-year hit almost 440. And it's also the rate of change of the 10-year, not just the level, but at this point, I'm just rooting for intervention because I don't know what else saves the market besides the slow bleed. So you probably don't get intervention until we're back at 480, right? On the 10-year. But if we look at the whole, if we look at all the bonds today, all the yields are up, and the entire curve is up today. 30-year, 20-year, just ugly stuff. Ugly, ugly, ugly. And the issue with the energy names is they've all sort of done their thing. Like they've all, I'm not sure trading maybe on a lower time frame, but like I'm not going to buy CVX up here. Sentinel 1, I don't know. Doesn't get the juices flowing, unfortunately. KGEI, I can see why you like it, but yeah, like, so this one's a little farther along as an example. Where's Alice? Is Alice still here? Alice, are you on the line? This looks like an entry to me. Of all the charts we looked at today. You're through the cloud is green, bullish ticket cross, blah, 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 right? It's at the 200-day. Let me, we'll do some investigation post-stream on this one to see what it is. Looks interesting. Technicals look great. Technicals look great. SPIR. Spire. Yeah, there's a little like black sky on this chart, huh? Is this also a satellite? If I had to guess, it is turning space data into actionable insights. It looks just like the black sky chart, doesn't it? If we pop this on. I mean, does it not? Does it not? Is it not the same chart? I don't know if I need both in the port, but yeah. For whatever reason, they're trading the same. Good call out, Brickfish. Same chart, same sector, really. Like a niche satellite in space data, like ultra uber niche. Owned by Peter Thiel. Oh, okay. I get you. I get you. Doc. Don't like it. IoT. Getting there. What about no. This is Dave's favorite Shark Ninja. Before the stream ends, chart of the day followed by runners up. I mean, chart of the day is probably that KGEI chart or inverse SPY. That's about it. What was the others? You said something about MSTR. How far down? I still like MSTR for up in Q2. Where's my pivots? There they are. What did you say? Fib pivot. Oh, I don't use fib pivots. I'm not sure, but I don't know. This looks okay. You know, not now, but it stopped going down. It's been down a lot. It's a shorted name. The cloud likes it-ish into Q2. Not an entry today, but it certainly could be. It's definitely on my watch list. DRI. This is a massive head and shoulders. Massive head and shoulders. SOC. Yeah, this is another, it's an energy name, right? But it's got a little pennant flag situation there. It's also in a hot sector. I'll put it on the list. And this is, of course, if you're looking to do something, if you're looking to take trades here. But the smart thing to do is probably nothing. RCAT also at the top of the range pulling back, but I still like the chart. This is drones, Jedi breaking down. Did we? No. I mean, my guy, do you think calling out your inverse MSTR ticker is going to win you any friends? I don't. The issue is I don't know how much more MSTR can go down quickly, right? I don't know. It's already down. It's still down 70% from the high. Yeah, it can go to 0. I get it, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, RCAT. There's probably something there with these drones and satellite companies. Just reading. Sark. Yeah, I agree. Being very bearish right now and picky makes sense. What is this? 1x something. I mean, again, the inverse stuff looks phenomenal because the normal stuff, spot stuff, looks horrific. So yeah, this looks good. I don't know what exactly it is, but it all goes back to this, right? Just ugly. Ugly below the 200, below the cloud. Woof. March Madness indeed. Indeed. I don't know if I got anything else. Anything else? Seven figures shorting Hyperliquid? Or just in general shorting? Oh, short BTC. Okay. So you must be like leveraged. If you're, I'm assuming you're shorts from here. Yeah, if you're talking about it, if you are, the classic, if you're taking pictures of your P&L, probably a good idea to close some of it. But I'm not going to tell you how to trade. But I've been there, my friend. Been there, all excited about something, and then wake up, and it's not exactly as exciting. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how to manage a trade, but yeah. SQQQ, yeah. VPVR and MSTR. Yeah, it's probably the same as BTC, honestly. In that there's not much below until much lower. I don't know how far back we want to go, but the previous all-time high was like 70, 80 most of the volume. So 77. Yeah, SQQQ is going to look amazing, right? Looks good. Looks real good. He's the wick. We can thank him for the wick. CRK? Man. Just so much chop. I don't know. I don't love that one at all. But I guess if you're watching some diagonal and it can like live above 25 or something, sure. I don't love it here though. Next. A few more and we'll get out of here. So if you got any last minute requests, get them in. Get them in for the 3 people still here in this market. Next Decade Corporation. Huh. I don't know. It's tough. Just like the same day it was above the cloud, it just broke up. I mean, it's obviously bullish if you're holding it. I don't know about an entry today, though. CVI. Another energy name back above the cloud. Looks okay. I like the other ones better. KGEI and SOC. Yeah. I like those two better than this, but this is also fine. Definitely. New York Times at an all-time high. Who'd have saw that coming, huh? That's wild. I don't know. I don't think it's an entry up here, but crazy that that's at an all-time high. Cane. Yeah, sugar looks good. Jason's going to be happy. Wheat also looks good. I guess the softs, agriculture. Moves pulled back. Food stuff. I don't even. What's up, Karen? Or K. TV in the office. That's some prime real estate right there. Yeah, Micron I wouldn't touch. It's not for me. It's up too much. It's up too much. Yeah, holy chop indeed. Holy chop, Batman. Zcash we talked about. I like alerts at 295. Kind of a falling wedge. Still below the cloud. Is this a real ticker? IDNXF? No. Must be an acronym. Whitehaven coal. Oh man, beautiful clean coal, huh? It's trying to break up. Not bad, honestly. Not bad. Kind of a cup and handle situation. Not bad. X4. Yeah, I knew this looked familiar. Like, at some point, probably a year ago, we looked at this. What is Matt? We got to get Matt on this one, because, man, what a chart. I'll add this to my list just as a reminder. That is quite the consolidation. That thing has gone sideways for almost 2 years, right? Yeah, fertilizer. Let's pull up that. That thing's got to be just roofing, right? Yeah. 923. That's back to like the COVID, post-COVID levels on the index. Real not great. MTR is the ag name. I pulled back quite a bit. Circling something on the weekly there. Corn? Is that the ticker? Yeah, I think at some point we talked about wheat versus corn, didn't we? Looks good. Looks good. Definitely looks good. General Mills for regenerative farming. Is it just GM? No. General Mills. GIS. Oof. Oof. Is that the Ozempic effect? That is a chart right there. Yeah, dude, I talked about Zcash 3 times already. I got nothing. It's a falling wedge potentially. It's below the cloud. Maybe this is an inverted head and shoulders into April, May. I don't see an entry here. It's not bullish. It's consolidating. That's it. That's all I got. Sounds like you bought it at 500. I wish you luck. Soybean. Brick. How about Zcash, huh? How about that Zcash? Let's just take a look at it real quick. I just don't have anything to say. There's nothing that I can say that can save a position, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's trying to bottom. I wouldn't have held it this long, but I'm also not, whoever's asking me about Zcash. All right, I think we're gonna leave it there. I'm getting chippy. It's chat versus me right now. All right, two more real quick. CE. Celanese. Little Adam and Eve cup and handle, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What country is this? I will do some investigating. So what did we learn this stream, chat? We learned chemicals. We learned satellites. What else? Energy, obviously. AI build out. It's kind of it. It's kind of it. SM. Yeah, again, energy. Late for an entry, but looks great, right? Looks really good. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. As we say goodbye. Yeah, FSL. I've tried to trade this one at least twice, maybe 3 times now, and I don't know. I'm not touching this until it's above whatever that alert is, 950. Until then, I am ignoring this chart, but it's on the Josh special list as far as things that you would want to keep watching for a bottom, right? Yeah, we need to have Mr. 75K short close his short first, and then we can go down. All right, everybody, have a good week.